Hi guys, happy Saturday. Thank you for joining me here today. If you've never seen my face before, I'm Olivia and you can consider me your fragrance fairy godmother. First off, happy new year. Oh my god, we made it. Look at us pulling through. I hope you guys enjoyed your New Year's Eve. If I'm being honest with you, this was a little bit of a tough holiday season for me. About 6 months ago, I made the decision to stop drinking alcohol and go sober. Holidays, specifically like New Year's Eve, really focus around a lot of alcohol, a lot of partying. It stressed me out. And usually I would pre-film and make sure that I have everything looking really nice with all the details and the edits and the cuts. But if I am being true with you guys, I was feeling pretty depressed after New Year's. It took a lot out of me. I am filming this Friday night. And this is supposed to go out tomorrow morning, so we'll see how that goes. So I wanted to just do something light. For the last few days, I haven't felt very light, and so I want this to be something fun. We're hanging out, we're talking about smelly water, and we're kicking it. It's gonna be a good time. And because I have been feeling a little bit foggy these last couple days, I thought that this would be a good time to go through my collection and start weeding things out. This is a new year, and I really want to focus on curating my stash to fragrances that I think are the tippity top and get rid of all the fluff. And I have such a big collection that I certainly can do that. And there are some things that I am not putting up with in 2024. I am trying to not have a lot of redundancy in my collection, not have fragrances that don't last very long. I can have fragrances that smell so beautiful, but if they fade off in an hour, honey, there's a roster of other fragrances that are willing to take your place if you cannot shape up. I have no time for it any longer. And simply fragrances that bore me. So if you want to see a little bit of a ruthless declutter, keep on watching. If you are interested in any of these fragrances, I'm going to be listing them on my Mercari. I have gotten some feedback from you guys in the past. I have posted a declutter video after posting things on Mercari, and people felt like, hey, you should give us first dibs. So please put them out after you've put out the video. I am very much a one-man show. So between filming, editing, posting, and I have an entire other career as a hairdresser, it can be very difficult. So I kind of have to do things when I have time to do them. I will be posting these items on my Mercari after the video. I'm just not exactly sure when. Sidebar over, let's get into the fragrances. First fragrances that I am going to be getting rid of is actually a little bit of a set. The new Luminous fragrance from Bath & Body Works, their body mist, and their perfume concentration. Now the reason I'm getting rid of this is not because I do not like this, because I love this fragrance. When it comes to Bath & Body Works, this is one of the best fragrances that they've come out with in a long time. It smells expensive and it lasts. It actually lasts! Oh my god! That is my main gripe, is they never last and they smell immature depending. Which, hey, you know what? I am immature. Sometimes I don't want to smell refined, okay? But this one does. This is a dupe to a fragrance that I already have. La Vie Belle, specifically this is the Iris one. Now this is more powdery and a little bit more earthy, versus this is a little bit more fruity, but I feel like they're similar enough that I don't necessitate both because I have 2 bottles of La Vie Belle, and I also have the Mango Mood body mist from Fleur, which smells like a fruity version of La Vie Belle, which is exactly what this is. I am happy with just having the lotion and the body scrub of this. I do not need multiple sprays. It smells really good. And I actually got a compliment on this at an ATM, and I had mixed this and the La Vie Belle together. I had like the lotion and spray of this and the La Vie Belle. It smelled amazing. Next, I genuinely think that this is going to shock you guys a little bit, but hear me out. I have a reason. This is another fragrance that I do not dislike. It just doesn't make sense to have a big bottle of it in my collection. So, Commodity Milk Plus. Before I begin, I like this fragrance. This smells like roasting marshmallows over an open fire. It dries down nice and woody. It almost has like a little bit of a salty touch. But what I found is that I actually enjoy the milk, just the regular milk without the plus sign, better. And I have a mini bottle of that. And when I have a collection this large, I do not need a humongous bottle like this. I'd rather just have the regular milk, which I prefer, than to have this in addition, because they smell so similar that I really don't need both. It's just redundant. That's it. I will be getting rid of 2 fragrances from Skylar. So this one is Fall Cashmere. This one does smell very good. This is a warm vanilla, cinnamon, amber, clove, very much like a fall time sort of scent. But when it comes to ambery cinnamon fragrances, I already have Invite Only by Kayali. I already have Oud Azrak by Swiss Arabian. And this one is just very light in comparison. And I like scent profiles that are a little bit more dense. And this does have decent lasting power compared to the other Skylar fragrances because they perform like body mist. I was actually, I gotta be honest with you guys, I kind of laughed to myself when I saw that they came out with body mist because their fragrances already perform like body mist. Let's just be honest here. I would love a room to smell like this. This smells like a candle. It reads more like a room spray than something that I would want to wear on my body. There was a moment in which I was deeply obsessed with this fragrance. It's sweet, it's warm, it's cozy, but when it comes to a vanilla cinnamon amber, I want something that's not cozy, but something that's gonna like punch me in the face a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's just my personality. So that's a me thing. Don't take it personally. You were good? I'm waiting for you to be great. Second thing is Sweet Morningside. Now this smells great from what I can smell in the tube, but I hate rollerballs with a burning frickin' passion. I do not like rubbing something all over my skin. It feels unsanitary. My lotion and any dead skin can get into the container, and I have had ones in the past before I was a reviewer that after I used it for a while, it had like a residue in I do not like rollerballs. I will stand on that till the day I die. So this could smell like the most beautiful fragrance that I've ever smelled in my entire life. It doesn't matter if it's a rollerball, I won't use it. I do not like them. And I also like to spray my clothes. I want it to last a long time, and because I have lizard skin, it doesn't last on my skin. So I need to be able to spray it on my clothes. You see where I'm going with this. So this smells delicious. This is coconut, sandalwood. It's creamy. I will not use it. I refuse. Along the same lines as rollerballs, I don't do dabbers. There's something very inelegant. I don't know the word that I'm supposed to use here. Dumping it onto my body and like spilling it on my clothes. I want a mist. I want that experience. So dabbers, do not do it for me. And I didn't know that these ones from Finery are actually dabber bottles. So they're little tiny bottles. We have Sweet on the outside, which smells like Eilish. Ooh, I thought I dropped it. It's a warm and spicy vanilla cacao. It's a little bit toasted, kind of woody. Not another cherry. You can see where I spilled on the label here. Surprise, surprise, this one smells like Tom Ford Lost Cherry, but this one, in my opinion, is very, very medicinal smelling. Now it smells, oh, yep. Yeah, that one is straight up cough syrup to me. I don't care for that at all. Cough syrup mixed with Jergens cherry almond body lotion. And Flower Bed kind of smells like Marc Jacobs Daisy or Chance Otandra, which I really like. I actually love this one. I just hate a dropper bottle, and I have something similar-esque. A couple other ones from Finery. They did send these to me, but I'm just not into them. Firstly, we have I'm a Musk. These are supposed to be dupes, but what I don't care for is that they don't disclose what they're supposed to be dupes of, so we're just left to guess. And by the name I'm a Musk, I assume that they're trying to do a play on Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. I'm a Musk, I'm not a Musk. You know, like, does that make sense? It does not smell like that. Something about this smells like buttered popcorn to me, which I would be down for. There's something lightly lactonic, slightly creamy, a little bit powdery, but it lasts 2.5 seconds. This would be good for the gym, or if you worked at a job where you could not wear fragrance and you need something light, but I am brash and bold and I need my fragrance to scream. And lastly is Jungle Santal, and it smells exactly like Santal 33, but maybe a little bit more aquatic, a little bit more fresh, not quite as peppery and leathery as the original. Obviously, because the original is very expensive, this is more of a simplistic take on it, kind of like Santal 33 Light or Santal Junior. That's what we're getting out of this. Obviously, it's $30. Surprise, surprise. I have so many Santal-esque fragrances. I don't have anything against that scent. I know a lot of people are like, ugh, It's overplayed. It's outdated. It smells like pickles. I see what you mean about the pickles thing, but I personally don't get that. I have a friend, he wears it and it smells amazing. I feel like on guys, it smells really good. But I also have the female friend and she smells amazing too. I think in the air, it performs really nicely. But if you like stick your nose to Santal 33 in particular, if you stick your nose to it, it's a lot. But Le Labo fragrances are potent. So of course that's gonna happen. I digress. I have a lot within this vein, so it needs to leave. Another fragrance category that I seem to have a ton of is white musk fragrances. Just that like clean, your skin but better, warm, like clean cotton sort of smell. That would fall under this. This is Myth from Ellis, Brooklyn. I wasn't really impressed. Didn't have any sort of character to it. It just smelled like a clean white musk fragrance. And I'm like, that smells like something that I could get for very inexpensive. I don't believe these are super expensive, but I don't think that these are on the super affordable side either. They have one called Sci-Fi, and I thought that was gonna be like a wild ass fragrance, and it's not. I like it. It's a fresh, citrusy, green vanilla, but that's not that sci-fi, you know what I mean? I wish that they would have pushed the envelope a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm sick of pretending like I'm that like, oh, just clean girl aesthetic vibe. You're not fooling anyone, okay? We see your bright lipstick and all your tattoos. You're not the clean girl aesthetic, Olivia. You never will be. And I'm not exactly sure how this happened, but I have accrued a massive amount of powdery fragrances. I mean like tons of iris fragrances. And one of them being Aquamarine and Powder by EBK. Now this is a pretty expensive brand. I feel bad holding on to it because I know someone else would love this. I'm just kind of sitting on it because I have a lot in this category. There is almost this oceanic type quality, almost like a sea breeze meets powdery vintage cosmetics. So it's very interesting. I do objectively enjoy it. I just have so many, and this is very strong, that I feel like someone would really enjoy this, and I feel like it deserves a better home than I can give it. I know this happens to other people. I start to get second thoughts. I'm like, do I want to get rid of it? I do. That little oceany quality, it's almost a little briny on my skin. It's not for me. It's very interesting. It's very cool. I gotta let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Another house that I've tried to hold on to, but I find these fragrances to almost be dupes, even though they are not marketed as dupes. This is Burn For You by 5 Cents. And this objectively is a great fragrance. It smells like charred wood and a little bit of vanilla. It kind of reminds me of something like By the Fireplace or Autumn Vibes. It's more for a beginner. It's a nice scent. All intents and purposes, this is the scent profile that I gravitate towards. I just have 2 bottles of By the Fireplace and a big bottle of Autumn Vibes. So this just doesn't make the cut. It's not strong enough, and it doesn't make sense when I have so many fragrances that are similar to it. Next is a fragrance that is coming and going out of my collection so quickly because from the minute I smelled this, I couldn't stomach it. All of these other ones, I'm like, these are decent fragrances, they're just no longer for me. This is one that I will adamantly say I do not care for. This is coming from a house that you guys know I enjoy. So this is from Born to Stand Out. I love some of their fragrances. I don't love this one. By the notes, I thought that this was gonna be amazing. This is like brown bread, banana. I can't. Something about this smells like a medicine that I had to take when I was a child, strawberry banana flavored, and they would put it in a syringe and I would almost throw up by the taste of it every time, so my mom would have to like shoot it down the back of my throat, and it was supposed to taste good. That's what this smells like to me. There's also something kind of salty and green, but then sticky sweet with an artificial banana, and all of that sits on top of a slightly animalic amber. I can't hang with it. It's making me feel physically ill as I'm smelling it. They have some beautiful fragrances, and this is not one of them in my opinion. Nope. Speaking of banana, this is kind of a funny one, but this is a fragrance that I made in a class. This is called Burnt Banana, And this is an ambery banana fragrance. So you get banana in like the first 2 seconds, but then in comes a warm, spicy cinnamon amber fragrance, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of a tobacco in the base. I made this, I really enjoy it, but I am not a sentimental person. I do not give away an item and then think, oh my god, I wish I had that. I wish I never gave that away. I don't feel that. I've never felt that in my life. I don't feel attached to items. As a collector's item, if any of you would like a fragrance that I made, I'm gonna put that out there. So it'll be on my Mercari. You can grab it. It was a first attempt. There's room to grow. So it's called Burnt Banana. That's all I've got for you today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this very relaxed declutter. I just needed something very, very chill for today. So thank you for giving me a little bit of a break. I will be nice and refreshed and ready to go next Saturday, 10 a.m. PST. So if you are not already subscribed and you like my vibe, consider doing so. If you think you're subscribed, can you double check really quick? Because my statistics say otherwise. And for those of you who are and you continue to support this channel, I just want to take a moment to express a lot of gratitude for you. That is something that I am trying to practice within this new year. Stop, take a moment, express gratitude to the things that I've been given in my life, because I never thought I would be here. I started this channel as a hobby and it's turned into a career, and for that I'm incredibly thankful to you guys for all the kind things that you have to say to me on a weekly basis. And I hope you enjoyed yourself, and if you did, join me next Saturday, 10 a.m. PST. I will be here, so be there or be square, and until then, take care of yourselves, my friends.